Recording this video starts out stressful, but then a lot of really fun things happen. Okay, bye.
I was super pumped. Not a great start to the morning though. We were staying at our Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, about 45 minutes outside of Yosemite. We left at a good time. We were on the road by 6:30. Stopped in town to get gas, and the gas pump ate my credit card. I put it in to pay, and then it just crashed and wouldn't give it back. It just locked it in there. There was no one there. It was the middle of nowhere. No one was in the store. No one within like 10 miles. The store didn't open for another hour and a half. Did not have the time to wait. No cell service. So now I still have no cell service. I'm waiting to get cell service so I can call the credit card company and cancel that card. But now I'm stressed about that because I'm in a very vulnerable position until I can cancel that card and get a new one. And also, I put the rental for this car on that card, and I'm also now going to have to call Hertz and make sure that things will be okay there. And it's just added a lot of unnecessary stress to this morning.
Okay, now fun.
After a hectic morning, we finally made it to Yosemite. We're on the Mist Trail. We got on the trail around 9. Got here around 8:30. Took me a little bit to find signal strong enough to call the credit card company and have them cancel my card and set up a new account. But we did it, and now we're here, and it's beautiful, and it definitely threw off the vibes, not gonna lie, to start off the day. But it's all up from here. Yes. Literally.
There's a squirrel next to you, right by your head. Sarah says this is her favorite view so far. It's so pretty, can't deny it.
preparing for that.
Good morning, Yosemite, beautiful, beautiful Yosemite. Stay tuned to hear about how this day went from so gorgeous to so frightening.
Muddy.
Right now, Sarah and I are at May Lake today. We are out of the valley. We are hiking a much less populated trail to May Lake and then the top of, I think it's called Hoffman Mountain. This is our highest elevation that we've done on this whole trip. It's going to be over 10,000 feet when we're at the peak. But I really enjoyed it so far. It's very peaceful, and oh my gosh, do you see this lake? Sarah's distracting, but it's absolutely beautiful. Have maybe 400 feet of elevation left. Yo, I gotta say, this is some pretty thin air. We're at like 10,400 feet elevation-ish. You're going right there. Okay, finally made it to the very peak of Mount Hoffman, almost 11,000 feet. It really looks like one of the tallest peaks in Yosemite. It is so high. I can see Half Dome. I can see everything from here. I've done a lot of hikes in my life, but this might be the hardest hike I've ever done. It's just incredibly rocky and steep. I literally had to climb towards the end. I'll show you what I had to climb. And never done something like that, but I did it. I made it, and I'm here. And the next challenge will be figuring out how to get down. Alright, as you can probably see behind me, there's a little bit of a storm coming, so we're gonna get down these rocks as soon as possible. Meaning right now. We climbed all these to get to that antenna. Not gonna lie, especially with the thunderstorm approaching from 180 degrees. This is a little bit terrifying. It's definitely the scariest hike we've done. My dad knew we were doing this, he would freak out. But made it off the stiff rocks. Sarah's almost there, and I'm less worried from here on out. My biggest worry was getting us off those really steep rocks before it rained. We did that, so I think we'll be okay. We did quite a bit of unintentional off-roading on our way down, but we somehow evaded the thunderstorms and made our way back to the beautiful May Lake. Park fact: despite the decent population of black bears in Yosemite, nobody in Yosemite has ever died from a black bear. However, yesterday we hiked to the Mist Trail, and I believe like 17-ish people in the past like 2 decades or decade have died on that trail from swimming above waterfalls. Never, ever, ever swim above a waterfall. The undercurrent can be so strong and it will take you right out. We have literally been walking into dark skies, listening to thunder since we were on the peak of Hoffman. And we can hear the rain, but we're not getting any of it by some twist of luck. All right, May Lake to Hoffman is in the books. By the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but it's not an actual trail. No. It's just something people walk, but it's not an official trail of Yosemite, which is not something I knew before we started. So it was very much just like looking for footsteps in the woods instead of like a fully coordinated and safe hike. I would definitely not call it the safest hike. It was we gained about 2,000 feet of elevation in about 3 miles one way. And that is a wrap on our Yosemite trip. It was so much fun. I love it here. Definitely a few bumps in the road, but overall a really, really great time. And I really hope I come back here someday. But as much fun as I had here in Yosemite, I am so excited to head to our next location, which is Lake Tahoe. I've heard it's so beautiful. I can't wait to do something other than hiking. Dude, there were times where I literally had to like just lift my body over the rocks. Like nowhere from my feet, just had to rely on upper body strength.